Hi, this is Mary Jo Ryder.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And that's Mike.
And you hear other voices on the line, too.
We have guests tonight.
Yeah. And this is so, over the top, unbelievably exciting.
Yes, we shared their water baptism last week.
Yes.
And it was
Whoop.
it
Whoop,
was
whoop.
awesome.
Yes.
Yes.
And we have Jamie and Miguel with us today.
So they're going to share a little bit. We're going to have a conversation about what's been going on in their life for the last little while and how God has changed their world, basically.
Yeah. Kind of flipped it on its ear, hasn't he?
Oh, flipped it like crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you guys get here?
All the way from the West Coast?
Right.
Oh, yeah. It's,
Started out with a text message.
yeah. Just a text. Hey, do you want to move out here?
No, we were living in Oregon because we had left Idaho and we actually moved to Oregon quickly. It was like an overnight thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mike likes to say we were set up.
Yeah.
Totally.
Well, we were set up to come out here, not to go to Oregon. I don't think we definitely were not set up to
all
go.
roads lead to where we
This
were
is
set up to
true.
go to.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
And we were sitting, it was December because we had the Christmas tree up, and then I got a text message from my cousin, and we were talking, and I can't really remember what was brought up before the text message, and then she sent me the text that said, well, you guys should just like move out here. And
Set
and
up.
so
Yep. Yeah.
so
That's awesome.
So here you are.
so yeah, so we joked about it, and
And
then
she's like, babe, do you want to move? I was like, yeah, let's go.
well, kinda.
Nice.
I told my cousin, I said, it was joking, and then him and I talked, and I was like, I don't want to give them a definite
False
answer
hope,
unless you're sure. And I put the ball in his court because we had moved previously a couple times due to like my family having to take care of my grandparents and stuff like that. And so I just kind of wanted to leave it up to him because he had family in Oregon, and I didn't want to make it about moving closer to my family again,
Gotcha.
And Oregon wasn't treating us well.
Mm-hmm.
It just wasn't all around. It wasn't just one particular thing.
Nope.
It was all around. We had a really hard time getting on our feet. There were times where we had like $30.
$10 a week
Not kidding. $30 in our paycheck, and we had to make that work for food for like 2 weeks
But we
till we got
never
paid
went
again.
hungry.
Is that just cost of living then?
Oh, yeah.
Cost of living. We didn't
Is
make
it just crazy? Or
Yeah.
what?
We made way more money, but
So
still,
when we moved out here, we made the same amount of money we were making out there. Just the cost of living was just too expensive because, they also have state taxes, not just federal. That comes out of your paycheck. The rent is really high. I think we were paying like $1,300 for a tiny 500 square foot 1-bedroom apartment.
my cousin lives in a studio apartment for $1,600 a month.
And that's not including utilities.
Right.
And then you have all your other expenses.
Exactly.
And so it just wasn't working for us. And then Miguel said, well, why not? And I was like, are you sure? Because I don't want to tell my family that's out here because they get really excited. I grew up with my cousins, so they were like my brothers and sisters.
Sure. Yep.
And so I didn't want to tell them, hey, we're going to move out there and then not.
See, and I'm a big advocate of seeing an opportunity and taking it.
Just go.
Just go. If you don't like it, you can always go somewhere else.
And we did. We packed everything. We actually sold a lot of things and then
Sold everything.
gave a whole bunch of stuff away, threw a whole bunch of stuff away that we didn't need.
Yeah.
We just took the important things and
Sure.
packed
And
it
then
up.
you ended up here.
Yep.
And then where did you end up, bro?
All city pet care.
And you know what? I'll tell you this, and you and I have talked about this. We have no idea, except for God, why we just,
there's a connection that just immediately.
It was like
We
the
are
brother
both
that I've never had.
goofballs and things like that. So
Well, that helps.
He did talk about you a lot.
Did he tell you?
Yeah, before I met you guys, he had lots of
every day,
conversations
we're
about you
playing
guys.
with each other, sneaking up on each other. I got you good a couple times this last day. Yeah.
Dude, you did.
I was peeking through the door and I just snuck right in.
Of course, then the one time I was coming in and I kind of looked and I was like, because I saw him go down the hall a little bit and I was like, all right. So then I looked through the crack in the door and I was like, there he is. And he was going to try to ambush me. Yeah. Like,
Great minds think alike.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about that is I'm the one that's usually scaring him at home.
Is that right?
Oh yeah. I like
awesome.
Because when we first got together, I'm like, babe, you can't ever scare me. And then it was like, mission
Famous
accepted.
last words.
I'm
Exactly.
pretty sure
Right?
he has PTSD now because sometimes
Oh, I'll get out of the bathroom and I'm just like, where
And he'll-
is she going to
he'll
be?
open the door, but he'll stand there for a while.
And she's on the couch. She's not doing anything. I'm like, babe, I was expecting you to jump out and do something. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, half the time it's the anticipation.
Yeah,
We
that's
had a
the fun
friend of
part.
ours. They had a friend of ours that I would always, I'm going to get you. And
Yeah.
he'd be like,
And then
You
you
know?
never have to, but the entire time he's
Yeah.
thinking about it.
yeah.
That's exactly how I feel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we hooked up at All City and then we started sharing the podcast with you. And you had shared how it really helped you guys. Just, you know, some of the things that we had shared about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
it was,
really
you know,
liked it.
the very first time I heard it, I guess, it was just inspiring. Just listening to you guys' voices. I just listened to it before bed and it was just something to calm me and just put some kind of positivity in.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what planted that very first seed.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? And then from then, I mean, look where we've gone.
And
We've
then I
gone through a
started
full water
watching-
baptism and
Yeah.
given our life to Jesus. And now it's like
Man.
our whole
Yeah.
new world.
Yeah.
I watched all of the videos. I liked and subscribed right away.
Immediately.
I commented on it. Super fan.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, we've got some good stuff for our super fans. Home cooking and good time out here.
Cuban black bean
Cuban
soup.
black bean soup is what we're doing for
That's
supper.
what's on
Beautiful
the menu for
baptism.
tonight.
Yes.
Just
So tell us, guys, I know the testimony that you shared on that Monday night and then what Miguel shared with us at work about when, you know, you had been desirous to have more of a stronger relationship with the Lord. And then when Miguel started praying, you could tell instantaneously that the atmosphere changed.
in our home. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because
And I
first I had
didn't know what
started
it
just
was.
kind of praying on my own and just talking to God, and it had been going on for a couple of weeks, and I never told Jamie
He
about
never
any of it because it
once-
was
I had no idea.
I was doing it for myself. You know, I just needed some kind of help and I needed some kind of guidance, so I was doing
Sure.
it for myself for a couple of weeks. And the first time I brought it up, and she just started tearing up, and she's like, "When did you start this?" And I was like, "A couple weeks ago." She's like, "Babe, the entire house changed." You know, we
Yeah.
live in a very old house, so it's kind of creepy sometimes, and all the creepy vibes, all the weirdness, kind of just
Yeah, but
went
it
away.
wasn't even that. It was like lighter
Yeah.
in the house. And
Yeah.
and because we went from living in a really new townhome, bougie, really nice.
Bougie.
Bougie. I like that.
And then we made some compromises and some sacrifices, and we decided to move into this older house. So we had a huge backyard for our dogs.
Right.
And it's cheaper rent. And why not? We can save more
Boom.
money, right?
Absolutely.
And I have to be honest, I had a little bit of a hard time getting it to feel
Taking
like
that small
home
step
and, like,
backwards. You know what I mean?
yeah, because
Sure.
that's
Temporary.
hard. Yeah, it is, and that's I had to
Sometimes you
keep
take that
in
step
mind.
back to go forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
But the ambiance in the
yes,
house just
it
completely
was
flipped.
lighter. I felt more like home.
So watch this. Okay, here's the road you guys are on. All right. And here's the turn, the direction you guys should go. Okay. So you're walking along the road, and then it's like, wait a minute. Then you got to take the step back to get on the right road.
Yep.
Oh,
Mind
I just
blown.
did that. Boom.
Oh, where are the sound effects?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
All right.
I was waiting for like a bomb drop or
The
something.
bomb drop. You know, I don't really have one of those. I should actually get one because that's kind of a good one. But so you guys came out here. We had been talking quite a bit. And then when you shared that with me, I mean, I'll tell you, the look on your face, dude, you come in and you're like, hey, guess what I did? And you're just like radiating this amazing.
My entire, I mean, just everything from the core out changed. I mean, my entire life changed. Lifestyles, like choices, things like that. Everything changed.
Isn't that cool?
And
you
you're still in
shared
the
that
process.
with me.
And I'm still in the process.
Because it's all it is.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've been on this road since 1991 is when
definitely
I gave
before I
my
was
life
born.
to the Lord. And every day,
Yeah.
it's a process.
Yeah,
But-
I
Well,
had
you're
never
going
seen
through
myself,
change,
having
but he's
these.
going through some. You're going through some dramatic change.
Oh
where
yeah.
you're really
I've
yeah.
never seen myself, talking to God and just cracking up by myself out of the conversations we're having together. You know, I didn't know he was as goofy as I was.
Well, see,
we get along pretty well.
Right. Here's the thing about it. God created us in his image. The Bible says a merry heart does good like a medicine.
Yep.
Yes.
But a broken spirit dries up the bones.
That's right.
So if he created us in his image and we're goofy,
Yep.
that means God likes to have fun too.
He likes my jokes. He thinks they're hilarious.
Psalm chapter 2, watch this. It says, he sits in the heavens and laughs.
Oh, yeah.
That's what God does. He sits
I
up
bet
there.
Oh, he's
He
just
does
sitting up there in a
sometimes.
rocking chair, just cracking up. He has to be seating because that much laughter he can't stand.
That's awesome.
I always think like that, you know. I always think that he has a great personality because the things that happen to me in life, just simple things, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
this woman here makes me
I
laugh more
drop
than anyone
everything.
else in the world here.
You know, and I'm like, you must really be up there just having a great time.
Oh, yeah.
because-
Yeah, he is.
Laughter is good.
Yeah.
Laughter is good for your heart.
It is. It is. It's
is.
awesome. So then that Monday night when we came out, I think you were a little bit apprehensive. I could just kind of pick up on that a little bit, just sharing some things about your life. But at the end of the night, it was just glorious. I mean, praying. We started praying and Miguel bows his head and he's praying and I just
All of a sudden, it just goes,
I just knew.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew it right in here. I was like, dude is selling out, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And then I think it was like the first thing you asked us. You said, can you guys baptize us? And we're like,
Right.
oh, well, yeah.
yeah.
Let's do it.
I
So,
don't trust people
In a horse trough.
as much as he's like really open. We grew up different, but he's just like such an open. He trusts everybody,
Right.
And I don't.
Right.
So I
little bit more
sometimes will come
guarded
off, yeah, more guarded,
And I'm just a butterfly in the wind.
and that's why we work well together because he keeps me young.
Yeah. But there's nothing wrong
No.
with
No.
being guarded.
And you know,
Because
I have
then
my
you're
entire
less
life.
susceptible to,
Yeah, my
you know,
entire
being
life,
taken
I've
advantage of along
Yes.
the line.
I've looked
Yes.
up to people like her, and
Yes.
I think that's what attracts me a lot to her is
have
she's
to
able to
protect
stand
my
up for what
energy.
she truly believes in. And sometimes I'm a little more passive and like,
Mm-hmm.
I'll kind of let people step over me a couple times.
Yeah.
You
Step
know,
on
and
you.
on me. Sorry, you know.
Stomp.
Yeah, stomp.
No,
No.
No,
No,
yeah,
just
but no, and then her strength, and she's just got the ability to be like, I deserve better than that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And sometimes I was just like, let's just, you know,
yeah,
So then Sunday that you guys got baptized,
oh, that was awesome.
I'm going to just tell
That
you
was
that was one of the best days of my life.
oh,
Not to mention
Yeah.
you guys.
Yeah, that
So
was-
tell us
if you
about
guys haven't
that
seen
day.
it, you guys have to watch the video.
You need to.
Yeah, you
We'll
need to
link
watch
it
the
again
video.
in the bottom in the description.
In the
Look down
description.
and see the link to their
Smash
baptism
that
video.
like button.
Smash it hard. Smash the subscribe button.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, so
we're gonna make you go viral.
right. Okay, so go back to that day. Go back to that Sunday when you got up and you were getting ready to come to church. What was going on?
No, you were
but
first, so you go
Can
first.
we go a little bit before Sunday because
Sure.
the day or two before the
You bet.
weather was just really
Oh, the forecast
Blah.
was expected to be awful that day.
it was really
Yeah.
like cloudy.
Cold.
There was to be cloudy, cold, and windy.
Sun, no sun,
Mm-hmm.
you guys. For day, I want to say the 2 days prior to that,
Mm-hmm.
because we actually went grocery shopping, and I was nervous because, well, I mean, it's not like
Just
it
like it's
would
gonna be so
it wouldn't
cold.
have ruined the baptism because that's just a beautiful thing in general.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't? If you're getting baptized outside, who doesn't want sun?
Right.
You know, it's like the light of God. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I was nervous about that. And I was like, dang, man, that would be really nice. So him and I actually prayed, like, please just give us a little light. Like, just give us a little
Guess
bit of
who else
sun.
did?
Yep.
Yeah, just
Totally did.
just for the baptism.
Right.
That's all we need.
Yeah.
Just
need
a
an
little
hour.
window.
Yep.
We just need a little window.
And we got a full day of sunshine.
We got a
didn't
full
Yes.
day.
And
It was
the-
gorgeous.
And then when we prayed, we got that sunshine and that it was going to be calmer than what they were calling for it to be
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
wind.
And that's
we
exactly what it
definitely
was.
got
Forecasting.
that. It
Oh
was
my gosh.
So awesome.
Yeah.
Couldn't have been a better day.
Yep.
And it
So
also
we wake
helped
up.
that Mike and Mary Jo filled up the tub with just the most warm, just amazing water. Oh,
Bath water.
I
Yeah.
mean, good grief.
That's what I told Mary Jo. I says, we are not going to freeze these kids today. We are going to
We appreciate
absolutely.
We would have
that.
gone into a creek or a
We
lake or
appreciate that.
something.
Yeah, because if you're doing that, then you're at the mercy of whatever the water is. You know, it's like you going and baptizing yourself in ice water or
Yeah.
something like that. It's like no.
Yep.
So you guys get up. You're getting ready to go. Ready to go.
Me first.
Go for it.
Okay. Yep. So, woke up in the morning, and I, like, in the morning when I get up, I just kind of sit there and, like, I'll pray, not in a very formal way, but I'll just lay in bed and do it. And I was really excited. We got ready that morning, and we were just excited because it was it was our first day at church too.
It was my first time back at church after many, many years.
Yeah.
I'm talking more than 6-7 years. I had never been to church. And it was the first time I made the actual decision to go to church because I wanted to.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was the first time I willingly went to church instead of, your parents or your
we were
family
excited.
members saying,
Somebody making
you have to go and you have to get dressed up. And you know.
Wow.
Get up,
So
get on it.
we just got ready, and then I think I was
And then we
having
got there and the entire thing changed. I have never cried so much in an hour and a half as
I
I
wish
did
I
in
could
that.
say the same. I always cry.
She's a little more
You've
sensitive
got that
than
sensitivity.
I'm really
That's
sensitive.
so precious.
Yeah.
I mean,
you.
it really is. It really
Thank
is.
you.
And then you guys, I mean, it was an amazing.
Church was beautiful
Sunday.
though. It was
Wow.
that, and you want to know, we talked about this after the service. I thought to myself, I thought it was interesting the things that the pastor was talking
Every
about.
topic was 100% relatable to us and what we were going through.
Yeah, especially you though.
Especially me.
especially you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if you want to like.
Yeah, no,
you don't
I
have
mean,
to
it
dive
had-
into
it
that
had
at
Don't have to
all, but-
elaborate, but if you
It had talked about, drug addiction, things like that, and just challenging your faith and, putting faith in God that he's got your back. And, I've been dealing with a lot of things. And, the day I started praying, the day I started talking to God backwards. The day I started
awesome.
talking to God,
Yeah.
all of those desires and all of those things that I had been doing to fill that emptiness and that void in my heart, in my life, was no longer needed. I stopped all the drugs, the smoking, the drinking, the everything, that I was doing. And I didn't even have a desire for it, which was the craziest thing. Cause
Is that amazing?
I'd gone, before when I was a, daily user, I was like, if I was going a day without it, it'd be
but
difficult.
heavy.
I'd be
Like,
a
if we're
little
on that-
grumpy or
yeah,
it'd be a little,
If he didn't have it, like if he didn't have one of those two things, it would always make me a little nervous because I didn't know.
oh,
if
he's
he was
going to be in a
irritated.
grumpy mood today.
He's going to be grumpy. That's,
Yeah.
but
And no, but I remember one of the craziest experience that I had at church. We were singing and praising, and I had my hands up, and I was just in my head, kind of talking to my mom. She's passed away now, and I was just saying, if you're here, just let me know that you're here. And I had my hand up in the, up in the air, and all of a sudden, just this warmth just surrounded my hand, as if someone just shook my hand.
I remember
in the air.
you talking to me about
And
that.
that,
That was
I
awesome.
just tears rolling down from my eyes down to my chest. It was just a river from each eye. It was unreal.
I remember when that happened because I looked at you. And I was surprised that you were crying because I cried the whole time. So, but we knew that was going to happen. I started crying, and Mary Jo, I just see Mary Jo like, here, just take the Kleenex, lady.
Just take the box.
just
Right? Yeah.
just take a couple of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then at the end, I was really glad Pastor gave an invitation. I mean, he didn't even preach. I mean,
Right?
that's
No,
just,
it was just
it's kind of an oddity, but there's times when the Spirit of God is moving in such a way like that. It's like, hey, I'm not gonna interrupt what God is doing. Let's go, and gave the invitation.
Yeah.
What was going on when he did that? Tell us what was happening when Pastor
we
gave
went
the
up.
invitation to come forward if you want to. Totally
I think
sell
it was
out.
more kind of a public that you were
Yeah.
publicly acknowledging.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you
It
guys
was-
acknowledged to us that you'd asked Jesus into your heart before Sunday, but it's
and
always amazing to do a public.
Yeah, and it takes a lot of mental strength to do that because sometimes when you've been away from God for so long, it's kind of you always have that something fighting against you,
Right.
And so you have that.
You get
Am
nervous.
I ashamed to go up front, or
Yeah.
is it weird? You know what I mean? And we just said we have to. We want to go up there, and
Yeah.
we went up there, and they prayed for us, and they we became part of the family.
Yeah.
It was a crazy, crazy experience.
Well, I was crying so much that I didn't really.
Is my makeup still on?
I asked because I forgot to buy waterproof mascara,
Right.
and
That is so cool.
I saw him jump up, and I was like, "Where is he going?" And I'm like, "Oh, it clicked, and then I ran up there with him. But I'm glad that we did that. That was amazing.
And I got to be honest with you. I knew you were going to go.
Yep.
And I just right away, he said, come up. I just stepped out of your way. I'm like, yep, I'm getting out of the way.
Yeah.
It was like, boom.
Yeah, we both kind of just jumped up and ran up there. But
Yeah, it was powerful.
Was
was precious.
What was it like for, I knew what it felt like for us, but what does it feel like for you guys to watch that, like the growing of that, and then watch us at church get up and run towards the front of the church?
For me,
because that's got to be great.
oh yeah. I mean, it'll put tears running down my face.
Yeah.
Well,
see
I've
that.
expressed my thanks for you guys so many times because
Yeah, we really
I
appreciate you
wouldn't
guys.
be where I am without you two. I mean,
Praise God.
like you said, we have been set up and you guys have been placed in our
Yeah.
lives for a very specific reason.
100%.
Look at her.
And
She's
Mary
going.
Jo's weeping a little bit. Yeah.
Wow. I don't
Because-
think I've seen Mary Jo cry yet.
I think the
Where's
first
my
time I
Kleenex?
mentioned this to you guys in the living room, that's the first time I saw you cry as well. And
Actually,
yeah.
I've got a pretty.
She's
I'm
got,
pretty- I'm pretty
this girl
soft with
has got
emotions.
a
Yeah.
heart that's as soft as melted butter.
Oh, yes. You guys,
I am
you
not.
guys are amazing.
Wait a minute. Where's the one?
yeah, right. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, but she does. I mean, just such a preciousness and such a heart for people, to see people changed, and when we see that, we see you guys grabbing a hold of God and just running after him and it does. I mean, it puts tears running down your face because we've been praying. Do you know what I mean? I mean, we've been praying.
Yeah.
We've been spending time. We've been putting our hearts into you guys prior to you even stepping foot into the church, prior to you even stepping foot into our home. We're praying.
Right.
Yeah, that's
And-
what I wanted to know, what it was
Yeah.
like for you, just for someone to be on the opposite side.
Well, you know that
Yeah.
saying, if you
And-
could save one life, it makes it worth every bit of it. And you guys have saved two.
Yeah, man. It's just, wow.
It's almost
all I can
overwhelming,
say.
but let's share that.
Yeah.
In our next podcast.
So yeah, we're going to wrap this one up, and next time y'all are going to love it. The story of their baptism. And it was just such a powerful day. Again, we're going to link the video in the description below. So click it, smash
The subscribe button.
Smash the
like button.
Smash the like
Yeah,
button.
no, smash the "this is my favorite video I have ever
Subscribe.
seen" button.
Right.
Right.
That's good.
And then
Make
next
us go
time you'll get
viral.
to hear the story about that, and you're
the
going to love
Duncan.
it. The Duncan.
The Duncan.
The Duncan. Love y'all. God bless. We'll see you next time around.